What is up, y'all? Within today's video, we're going to be talking about Huda Ca. If you guys don't remember, I want to say back in February, I think it was, I did a video about it, but I don't exactly remember when. She announced that she was going to be the CEO of her brand. Again, if you guys don't remember, she did step down and give the CEO position to somebody else. And I guess she felt that that just wasn't a right fit, and she stepped back up as the CEO. And now she is doing a full rebranding. And I do have some thoughts and opinions about this rebranding so far. She did finally announce the logo. I don't know, y'all. I have to say, like, I was expecting something to be so completely different, and I just have some thoughts and opinions. I am going to be reading an article today to briefly go over her stepping back up as a CEO and kind of like why she did step down as a CEO, which I feel like I couldn't even imagine doing if I was like the owner of my brand. I feel like, I don't know, because I feel like you could butt heads really easily. Say, for example, if the CEO sees things one way, you see things another way, and it's kind of like you gave them that position of power. So obviously you do want to respect their decisions and how they handle business. But then that could also, I don't know, I feel like it could low key get a little bit messy. So I'm going to be reading an article about that, but we're mostly going to be talking about the rebrand and what people are saying in the comment section of her whole new logo as well as packaging. And then also, I guess she's apparently making like a docu-series on, I was going to say on Netflix, on YouTube about her whole rebranding, which you guys know I love things like this. I feel like it really lets the customer in behind the scenes, and it shows just a different side of business, and it makes you feel like you're really connected to the brand. And I like that because I just like all these like business moves. Do you know what I mean? I feel like it's low-key inspiring. But I do have some thoughts and opinions about the rebrand so far. Obviously, she's gonna do like product by product. She's not like doing a full-on rebranding. She actually did say within the video that she just previously uploaded about the rebranding and the whole new logo. She said that she's basically going to be coming out with like one product at a time with the rebrand. But I have some thoughts, y'all. I have some thoughts. I'm just kind of like, I don't know. I was expecting something like major, and I feel like, girl, I feel like she's kind of making this a little bit bigger than what it is. If I'm being honest with you guys, like, I feel like so far it's really not that big of a deal. But once again, she only did in this video announce the I was gonna say the Huda Beauty, the Huda Beauty, oh my gosh, what the hell is it called, her powder? I literally forgot the name of the Easy Bake Powder. So I don't want to like judge it too much, but so far I'm just kind of like, okay, it's really not too big of a difference here. You know what I mean? Anyway, so we're going to be talking about that within today's video. Make sure you guys give this video a big thumbs up. I would appreciate that. Also, I forgot to tell you guys, I just picked up some new makeup products, so I will be having some reviews coming soon. I picked up the ABH beauty balm, and then I picked up that, y'all, I've been waiting forever because I've been waiting to get this product at Nigel's Beauty. If you guys, it's like Namies if you guys don't know what Nigel's is, but they sell like different brands there, and then they give a pro discount. I've been waiting for them to bring back the Danessa Myricks water powder serum, because y'all, I wanted something for my T-zone, but the rest of my face is like really dry, but then my T-zone's really oily, so I wanted something for that. So I'm going to be doing a review of that as well as the ABH balm, so look out for those coming soon, probably within the next couple weeks. Make sure you guys give this video a big thumbs up, and let's get into it. To start this off, I want to read an article from cosmeticbusiness.com because I feel like they did a good job at going in depth about her stepping back up as a CEO and then also doing the rebranding and all that good stuff. And then after this article, I do want to go over her first episode from the docu-series to where she will be going over the full rebranding, and we'll talk about her new logo as well as the new, I was going to say new formula, but I guess it's not really a new formula, but the new packaging and the new logo and stuff like that on the Easy Bake Powder. That was the only product that she did show within this first video. I think what I'm gonna do is follow this docu-series and kind of make like a my thoughts and opinions video about each episode after it airs. I don't know, we'll see though, because maybe there's really not going to be too much information for me to make a full video on, but we will see. Anyways, this is what the article says right here. Huda Ca announces Huda Beauty rebrands. I'm finally taking back my power as CEO. The Dubai-based makeup entrepreneur will also discontinue products including Glowish. Also, jumping a little bit ahead here, going to the video to where she just uploaded about her rebrand, I'm actually surprised that a lot of people were commenting on that YouTube video stating that they didn't want Glowish to be discontinued. But in my personal opinion, I feel like maybe with this whole new rebrand, she's going to come out with new products, and maybe underneath the Huda Beauty line, she'll come out with like skin tints and baked bronzers, things like that, to be a little bit more sheer, because obviously, as you guys know, Huda Beauty is known to be a little bit more full coverage, a little bit more dramatic, like things are kind of intense, do you know what I mean, as to where Glowish was meant to be the more natural side of beauty. So maybe they'll just come out with a whole new, like, you know, product line underneath the Huda Beauty branding and just kind of make it a little bit more soft, because I feel like that's kind of like where we're going. And I really do feel like it's kind of surprising that like Huda Beauty hasn't come out with like a skin tint or like a very light coverage foundation, do you know what I mean, something that's really soft. But I guess maybe because all of this rebranding changes, they haven't. Huda Katan has announced pivotal changes to her, y'all, I can never pronounce this damn word to save my life, eponymous beauty company. Huda Beauty will be rebranded with a new logo, brand identity, and packaging by the end of the year, said Katan in an Instagram video. However, the brand's product portfolio will be streamlined, and makeup slash skincare hybrid line Glowish will close after 3 years in business. I didn't really see too many people talk about Glowish though, anyways. The makeup artist and influencer claims that this is the first time she's thinking holistically about Huda Beauty as she launched her company focusing on her debut eyelash products. She also noticed how influencer brands have improved since her launch and that Huda Beauty needed to evolve. This is a quote from her right here. The brand I would have developed had I had the means to do it. I known that we would have developed a full brand. That's what you're going to get this year, or that's what you're going to see this year, she said. Also, I have to say, in my personal opinion, like, I know she said that, and we did talk about this back in February when she announced the whole, like, her stepping back as CEO. In my personal opinion, I feel like for her being like an influencer brand, I feel like she went global. Like, her brand really stands out above all these other brands. No shade towards like Jeffree Star Cosmetics or Lunar Beauty or like Laura Lee. You know what I mean? I really feel like her brand was like a MAC Cosmetics, a Makeup Forever. So I don't know where she kind of got off saying that, because in my personal opinion, I feel like the fact that she was able to sell globally in all Sephora's and to be able to sell in Dubai, and then now like she was like one of the highest selling brands. I forget of which year, of like 2021 or something like that, or 2020. I forget. I did a video about it, but I was like, girl, you've been well above that in my personal opinion. But every brand does obviously need to make some changes. So this is what it says right here. Catan stepped down as CEO in 2020 and promoted former NYX president Natalie Christo from global deputy CEO to top role. Christo left in 2021 with Catan and her husband sharing the CEO role. I'm finally taking back my power as CEO of Huda Beauty, Catan said in the video. I had received advice from a lot of incredible people around me. Oh, by the way, sorry, this may seem a little bit repetitive because I did obviously talk about this specific quote right here in my video that I made in February where she announced that she was going to be stepping back up as CEO. But obviously that way you guys know for context. I had received advice from a lot of incredible people around me that they weren't necessarily wrong with the advice, but they shared with me, you don't know what you're doing running a business, and you need to get some real people in here in order to get the business to go from where it is right now to the place you envision it going, she said. They were definitely right about that. I needed to get some expert in place, but I think maybe some of the guidance was pushing me too far down one way. I did end up bringing in amazing people, but I also ended up not doing some of the things that were so important to me, she continued. She said that she ignored her own instinct and did not listen to herself to remain as CEO, which is crazy to me now because listening to myself, it was built my business. Listening to myself is what people told me at the time were impossible. At the time, influencer brands were not going global at all, and I kept on listening to that voice inside my head saying, no, you don't need to follow a blueprint, you're going to create something new. It has been one of the biggest regrets of my life because I didn't listen to myself, which also, going back to what I was saying earlier, I feel like it's kind of crazy because I'm like, I don't know, this voice inside of her head, I feel like low-key was tripping, but I get it, obviously, you know, we sometimes all overthink as humans, but I'm like, if you really take a step back and you look at Huda Beauty compared to all these other influencer brands, I'm like, girl, you're doing the damn thing with your brand. Like, her brand was $1 billion brand, you know? I don't know if it still is now, but I'm just kind of like, you ain't got to do all that in my personal opinion. And obviously her giving away the CEO position made her realize, no, this is not what I want to do. Anyways, I felt in the moment that I was wrong, but I felt that I didn't know better, she added. The reality is the mistake took a lot out of me. When she stepped down in 2019, the decision was to enable Catan to focus on product development and content marketing. However, while she was involved in NPD, they were not her vision at heart. And Catan said in the most recent video that the last time that she led product development was in 2019. Huda Beauty launched in 2013 and has gone on to be one of the beauty industry's leading brands. The independent company has repeatedly outpaced makeup rivals to named the most popular brand on social media, which I did a video about. I want to say it was in like 2021. I'm pretty sure that's when I did it. Now let's go ahead and get into this video to where she was going over her new logo. And y'all, I'm not even like being shady or anything, or hopefully I'm not being too like overcritical, but I really just don't see this as too big of a rebranding. Do you know what I mean? Because I thought things were going to look like drastically different. And let's just go ahead and talk about this logo right here. This is going to be the new Huda Beauty logo compared to the old one. And yes, obviously it is a change, but it's nothing so different to where you need to make obviously a big announcement about it. I obviously feel like she is, putting on her marketing cap, and that's why she's doing this docu-series to get people excited about the brand again, to get the brand talked about. You know what I mean? And obviously for us as beauty lovers to be like, oh, okay, what else is she going to come out with? What's going to be different? But in my personal opinion, I feel like she could have made this slight adjustment and nobody really would have made that big of a deal about it, because it's really not that big of a change in my personal opinion. But this is what it says right here. It says that the Huda Beauty logo right here, it says bold but approachable. The new Huda Beauty word mark has a bold but approachable feel. Emphasis has been put on Huda, followed by beauty, and a lighter weight. The stems and bowls follow similar angles to the packaging design with sleek sides and rounded corners. I guess she said in her video that she was going to hire basically like a marketing team and everything like that to do this full rebranding, but then she ended up going within her own internal team because she felt like they could come up with something. Overall, I feel like, look, this is, cute. It's not ugly or anything. I just feel like it's really not that big of a difference right here. And then obviously right here, you guys can see she's going over the new packaging for the loose powder. Why do I keep on forgetting the damn name of the powder? Easy Bake. It's so crazy because I have it in like so many damn shades. That powder is really, really good. You know what's really crazy though is, first of all, I like this new packaging. I think that it's really nice. I feel like it's cute, but I don't even really think that the old one needed to be changed that much. Like, I think about things like this, okay? Obviously, I worked at MAC for so long. If you guys don't know, Studio Fix Powder Foundation has been a core staple like makeup product for decades, literal decades. When I grew up, literally, like, I want to say like in the early 2000s when I started noticing my mom's makeup, my mom always had a MAC Studio Fix powder with her at all times. I'm sure you guys know the iconic, like I said, iconic MAC compact. And I think that it's kind of crazy that through all these years, they have not changed the packaging on that specific product, because it's obviously so iconic and it's so staple. I'm sure you guys have seen it on reality TV shows before. So many people have their MAC compact and it's just a staple. Sometimes I feel like, yes, a rebranding is necessary. Sometimes I feel like it's not necessary, because say, for example, when you become this iconic of a brand and you have this staple product, sometimes you changing it can take away from the popularity of it. Because sometimes, like, I've seen this before, y'all, as to where like I'll be watching like the Real Housewives and they'll have like some products laid out, but they'll have to blur some of them, but I can tell by the shaping of it and the color of it. I'll be like, oh, I know what product that is. Do you know what I mean? And when you go and you change it, sometimes that could take away its popularity. That could take away its what's the word that I'm like looking for? Like, obviously, I'm sure maybe you guys know a word of it, but say, for example, you look at something and you just know what it is. Do you know what I mean? So I get it, and I feel like, hey, for whatever reason, she felt the need to do this. This is the side of it right here to where it says Easy Bake, and I feel like it's a lot of people were commenting in the comment section, I do agree on this, that it's going towards a little bit more of like a teeny bopper type of route, as to where her old packaging looked a little bit more adult. And as you guys can see with like the writing on the side of it, it just has this more young feel to it. And I think that maybe that's what she wants to do. She wants to captivate the younger audience, which I 100% understand, because at the end of the day, obviously you got to get the younger audience in on it, because they're going to grow up with these products and continue to use them for years to come. And that's going to make your brand more and more popular. I want to talk about this right here, as to where I guess some of the products are going to have this on it. And y'all, I don't know if this is like a potential logo. I don't know, like if I just said, I don't know, like how I just said, if it's going to be on some of the products. But this like Huda logo right here, I was like looking at this, y'all. My brain, you guys know, it's a little bit slow. I'm like, I couldn't even read Huda coming out of this. Like, legit, if I look at this, I'd be like, huh? Like, it looks like one of those like word puzzles. And I'm just like, I don't know what the hell is going on with that. Overall, this right here is the new Huda Beauty logo. She says she's going to be changing the color of it as well too. But that is it. I do want to talk about the powder right here though, because I found this to be a little bit weird, because she's talking about she listened to everybody's complaints and concerns and comments, and she goes over the new packaging for the new Easy Bake powder. And I have to say, first of all, I actually really loved the sifter in the original product. I thought I had one right here. I literally was going to show you guys. Oh no, I have them over there. Damn it. Anyways, I really like that, because I feel like you could just press in it. It's like a netting. And then this one, it's still like the netting, but you can take it off. So people who don't want to have a sifter can take it off. I think that's really cool. But she didn't mention anything about the fragrance, which is the number one complaint that I always see people talk about on social media, is like, damn, I love this powder, but the fragrance is just so strong. If you guys don't remember, she actually actually sent Michaela Nogueira her own scent-free powder. So I'm just kind of like, if you went out of your way to send Michaela a scent-free powder and you see all these other people comment saying they don't want it scented, like, wouldn't you announce that it's not scented? In my personal opinion, I almost feel like maybe she is taking away the scent, but maybe she just didn't say it in this video, which I find to be a little bit weird. Anyways, what do you guys think of this whole new rebranding so far? She did say that she is going product by product. So obviously within this video, she only talked about the Easy Bake powder and the new component of that, as well as the new logo. Overall, I personally don't even feel like it's that big of a difference. Like, I feel like this is kind of being a little bit overhyped because, you know, once again, for marketing and to get people talking about it and to get people excited about the rebrand. But I don't know. I feel like it would have been really cool if she would have, like, say for example, came out with new products, right? And then if she were to like come out with a whole new line of products within this video, announce the rebranding and repackaging of a, you know, product that has been on Huda Beauty's product line for a long time, and then also dropped a new product. Do you know what I mean? Or talked about a new product coming, because I feel like that would have been a little bit more exciting in my personal opinion. Overall, like talking about the logo change too, I really don't even feel like it's that big of a difference in my opinion. Anyways, make sure you guys let me know your thoughts and opinions about everything. I will catch you guys in the next one. Peace out, Girl Scout.